that person has. That's so we could automatically separate spirit as the easiest thing to call out on that list. I'm high spirited, high energy. Spirit is just typically energy. And guess what? What's good, gang? Appreciate the 14 months. Why would you type he though? And somebody's spirit can be calming. They're a very calm person. They're very chill, very relaxed. What is this person's spirit? Or their spirit can be dead. So what did that tell you about that person? They probably had their head down. They're drained. They talk like this, and so spirit is just typically like correlated to that the person's like energy or some shit like that. Yeah. Your soul though, me metaphorically, the way I understand this shit is like, just imagine this. Let's say we are. Let's look at this, right? You know, we humans, whatever, blah blah blah. I imagine that my soul is behind this, pressing the buttons and moving this shit around. Like the soul is the entity or thing which pulls the levers, pushes the buttons, or sees things as it is, right? And even if it's an emotion, even if it's some sort of perspective or something, like when people miss you, they don't miss your body. I mean, unless you was an OnlyFans demon, but people miss who you were to them, or how you were as a person. They don't miss the literal physical flesh of you. They miss who you were. You know what I'm saying? That's what they're missing. And what makes that up? Everybody has different theories and philosophies, man. So to each his own. So I took this girl to DCU and she sat on the edge of the bed. Your game is whack, my brother. Your game is whack. She should have been sitting over there creaming at the thought of what you about to do to her. Todd, so you feel it like as if you're not even a person seeing the world, just a person controlling the eyes. You thought way too deeply into it, my brother. You thought way too deeply into it. I make a girl come. Patreon, brother. We can't talk about that on Twitch. Can't leak the methods. Come on, man. Talking about she shopping on FaceTime, she was a slut. Brother, because she's now nervous in person. You gotta like ease that up. You gotta ease that tension. You gotta like, you know what I'm saying, allow her to become comfortable. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be aware of that as a man and do something about it. This is an important part of approaching, really, because y'all have to realize this. The way women think is completely different from how men think. Women think everything all at once. Us, we typically one-minded with things. Like, she don't want me. She thinks I'm ugly, whatever it is, right? Or if she's staring at you, whatever you think is what you think. Let's say you're walking past a woman or you're walking up to a woman. She's thinking everything at once. She's thinking on one end, she's like nervous, like I hope he doesn't approach me or whatever. And then at the same time though, she's also thinking he's about to approach me. She's thinking everything at once. Everything at once. Like like women just tend to see like all sides of the situation. They're also seeing, okay, what if he's a creep? What if he's weird? Or what if he like flirts with me and he's smooth and I want him to talk to me? Like they're thinking everything at once. So you as a man have to be aware of that and say to yourself, what am I going to do about the fact that I could startle her? I could be a murderer or a creep. I could be some other sucker or weirdo that she's trying to filter out in how I handle her and how I talk to her. And now you say, what are you going to do about it and how you handle that? And I'm not going to talk about all this on once because this could be a whole video and you know, what you do, how you do it, why you do it that way. But obviously a simple thing is, I've even broken this down in videos before. You know, introducing yourself. Hello, shaking the hand. How you doing? You know, your tone of voice, your eye contact, the smile on your face, smelling good. All of these things are disarming to a wall or a potential guard that could be up. And even how you articulate yourself in your conversation. You really got 2 sentences to disarm her that like, yo, this guy's not a fucking weirdo. You got 2 sentences, bro. 2 to 3 sentences, really. to get that part down. And then after that, however you get your point across or whatever you talk about is on you, or whatever you want to talk about it. But you gotta realize that's one of the biggest things and obstacles from the rip. And then when guys jump in, now obviously if you're a super handsome dude, super tall, whatever the combination may be, you have certain privileges in these situations. Let's just be real. Let's just be real. And you can still have a mouthpiece and use it to your advantage and talk her in and out the panties and put them on backwards, put them on her head if you wanted her to. The mouthpiece don't never become any less effective just because you don't need it to get what you want. You just ain't benefiting from certain things you could be doing, or ways that you could apply pressure to because you're blind to them. But child, I feel like I'm just rambling. You hit that OnlyFans girl, Riley. Now, sir, let me ask you a question.